I feel rejuvenated. I feel ready for Monday, ready for tomorrow. It's been a relaxed weekend, not a lot going on, reading a bunch, eating a bunch. And I guess that's kind of the norm that everyone goes through, at least people who work. Um, because I'd always been a student that routine of going to school and coming home and then, might having, you might have homework or you might not. Routine can be fixed and it might be fixed for a while, but then it sometimes, you know, is displaced into different hours. But with what I'm doing now in the lab, it's usually the same hours. And with that came the weekend being very relaxed, very lazy, but in a good way, in a way where I could prepare for the week ahead. Um, there wasn't much. Usually during Sundays, I'd like to prepare for the Monday, and I would have in this case as well, just like light reading, things like that. But there wasn't much to get into for tomorrow. It was just me thinking about what I would be doing tomorrow, the process, the procedures when it came to protocols and following steps in the lab. So I just took it easy, and I feel like I'm falling into that mold of a normal, regular adult who has a 9 to 5 job, and I feel like I think I have mixed feelings about that. I don't know. I feel one, it's good that I'm getting into a routine. It's good that I'm taking my rest seriously, taking my days off seriously, so I get to feel ready for the week ahead. But at the same time, I feel like I want to find more time to put in some effort. I talked about how I think rest is important. I think it's good to take a day or two off, so that you can perform well when you do need to perform. But I feel like there's a little bit more in there for me. A little bit more I could have done this weekend, um, in terms of getting up to something productive, um, things like that. There wasn't much, if really anything, that I did productive this weekend. And I think that might, well, I mean, it was mainly because of how intense this last week was. So maybe this is an exception. Maybe I might do a bit more reading and things for the weekends ahead. And I think that should be possible. That should be fun. Just reading articles, reading something that feeds your mind, something that stimulates you educationally, academically, gets you up to date with things that are going on in the world. I've just been here this past weekend, reading and just relaxing, going over the things that I had done, and making sure that when I redo them, I do them right, and I don't make the same mistakes twice. Which is, to be honest, also pretty. Um, it helps. That's something that will help me towards whatever end goal I have. So that is a positive. But through time, as I get more used to the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, um, work days, and I actually get used to the routine, get used to the things that I'm doing, and I don't have to constantly learn everything from scratch. As I get more used to the same procedures, that's when I can start writing more. That's when I can start reading more, and reading in terms of my actual field. Um, and that's when the ball really start rolling. That's when I take control. Um, as of now, from Monday, I'm it's gonna be very busy. Um, so I'm gonna value the attention I give to things. I'm gonna value the time that I have, like I did last week. I'm gonna value everything, um, and schedule it hour by hour, literally. Because when I'm in the lab, these experiments, there are specific time slots where this experiment takes this amount of time. Okay, if you have this amount of time to do the experiment, then you have lunch and you have to organize that. You have to work your day around that, right? If you forget to organize your different experiments, you could not eat. You could lose sleep, and those are things that are obviously crucial. So obviously you want good work, you want to work efficiently, you want to work well, whatever the hell that might be it workout, be it your actual job. um, but don't let it sacrifice things like sleep and food, for sure, or time, resting. There's a time for rest and there's a time for work, and I think I'm trying to reach, um, that goal of efficiency, that balance of putting in good work, putting in efficient work that'll give me good results, um, and then finding those gaps of rest, you know, finding those gaps of eating, finding those gaps of taking a minute and reassuring myself that I did the right thing, I didn't mess up, and same thing in the gym. Um, Tomorrow it'll be tough. I'll be way more independent. I'll just be going by my day without any real supervision, and there's a slight amount of, you know, fear in that. But at the same time, I feel like if I get the ball rolling, if I know what I'm doing, I have that sense of confidence. Like I said before, everything's gonna be fine. And if I mess up, I mess up, and that's it. Try again. Try again tomorrow. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody. Today I felt strong. I felt good today. The 100 kg felt fine. A little bit better than I thought, actually. Um, so yeah, I did this towards the end of the day. Had a lazy day. Been reading a lot, eating a lot, and yeah, good session overall. So yeah, guys. Yeah, value what you give your attention to. I think that's really important. Or just the time that you have. I'm realizing that day after day, especially in the lab, when I'm doing these experiments, when I'm waiting for someone to finish so that I can start my experiments, I'm sitting there doing nothing. It's just a complete waste of time, and I get so agitated. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.